Guys, the internet is a weird place. We know this. But it was never the kind of place that I thought I could see James Cameron's Avatar shrunken down into a baby form for $2,000 and I could buy it and bring it home. I don't want that. It's squishy, they're lifelike, and they're kind of creepy. So they're selling these little Avatar Navi baby dolls, and they've got genitalia, they've got like really like soft, plushy lips, and it's kind of freaking me out, man.
What a time to be alive.
I feel like this would be a really good prank gift, like to give to your most socially awkward friend, you know, just like since you'll never have kids, here you go.
Or you could just post it on Facebook like, oh, +1. And then people will be like, what happened? And you're like,
my God.
I don't know.
Does it bother anyone else that they're all sleeping, like at all times? Like their eyes
I think that's kind of cute.
It's just like a dead Avatar baby though.
Eyes are really hard to do, you know what I mean? So like, I think like if they did the eyes, well there was one with the eyes open, one of them.
Really?
And it was really
I didn't spend a whole lot of time looking at these Avatar babies because they made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's the gloss of the eyes, you know what I mean? Like that's the part that's really hard to replicate.
Mike McMillian created this word art generator, which is basically a way to create the 90s block font that we all loved and used from Microsoft Word 20 years ago without actually getting Microsoft Word from 20 years ago, which is pretty dope. What do you guys think about this? Would you use it? Would you buy it? Do you like this block font?
I mean, finally,
I
right?
think yes, yes.
Finally!
The internet produced something amazing, you know what I mean? Like, thank you, internet. I mean, okay, sorry. I'm surprised actually that like Snapchat filters don't already have this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They have everything else. I don't know why like this was like why did it take so long? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking to myself. Like why now?
Why now? I don't
why
know,
not,
but you
like,
guys, if it doesn't come with a Lisa Frank binder, I don't know if I'm into it.
Lisa Frank.
It should also come with like filters of the Oregon Trail. You know,
Yeah.
if they have those, like,
and a capper, trapper.
800-pound.
Trapper keepers. Trapper keepers are the best
Yeah.
thing ever.
And
That
thing. Those did come back, by the way.
They make us speak and teach us typing. Like, let's bring it all back.
That's what I'm saying,
Oh
man.
my God, I love that.
LA
and the
gear,
S's, the S's.
likes
Do you remember
the
the S's?
Oh my God, what?
The S's.
She came
Hey,
prepared.
she doesn't even
One of
know
them
it,
is the
but that's
wrong way.
actually an Ohio State S.
So if you're not one of the people that thinks that climate change is a hoax, there's a new study out there that shows you just what impact you actually have on the melting ice up in the Arctic Sea. They're bringing it home and making it personal, and it turns out that the average American actually contributes to the loss of 538 square feet of ice in the Arctic Sea per year. Now that's pretty bad, okay? We're the worst here in America, but the Europeans and Australians are pretty close behind, and this is something that I think is very tangible, right? And so it gives you sort of a better understanding of the daily impact that you have. Because when we talk about climate change, right, we talk about global warming, it's sort of this more, this larger and more sort of abstract idea, right? And so this really brings it home and shows you what impact you are having and how you are basically killing the planet. You are killing the planet.
I'm definitely killing the planet.
Planet murderers. Can I tell you something that actually people don't think about, but actually has a huge impact? Red meat. So cows alone. So everyone, for a long time, people kept saying it was the methane coming out. They were cow farts. It's actually them burping. So by cows burping, that's like one of the #1 leading causes of greenhouse CO2 emissions.
Right.
Methane. Another interesting thing about that is that the United States is like one of the biggest cattle farming countries, right? So like by a simple choice alone, by not eating red meat, you could reduce, the amount of cows because the industry would basically have to reshape and focus on something else, chicken or fish or something else, right? So that's one right there.
Or bugs.
Or bugs.
The market would
future.
demand fewer. Yeah, it tastes really good. And that's the
It's going to be tough.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Aw3. I'm Elliot Morgan. We have a breaking news story, guys. Please don't get too excited. All right, there's a new. Please, right now, it's just me. All right, we got a new product coming down the pipeline, everybody. It's called Netflix. I know what you're thinking. It sounds a lot like Netflix, but there's more to it. Netflix is specifically designed to lull you to sleep with intentionally boring videos and movies and what have you, so that when you're stressed out after a long day and you don't want to be entertained and you don't want a good time, you can go straight to sleep. What do you guys think about this?
I almost fell asleep actually in the description. So
Hello everybody, welcome to Aw3. Hello.
You're doing a great job.
This is where we discuss news stories in a soothing way that doesn't get you too excited about the future.
And we're also painters. Happy little bushes.
There we go. Look at this little geometric shapes.
Happy little plants.
Yeah, so this is basically I'm assuming people will use this. I will say, just personally speaking, I do meditation music sometimes. I'll put it on in my car.
Yeah.
And
Wait, but hold on, while driving? Like,
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, Doug. I live life on the edge.
on the edge of consciousness.
You heard right.
I feel you, bro. I get you. I get it. Laurel Canyon,
It's a lot of curves. And,
You'll go
it's nice.
down in history, as one of the greats,
Well, I do think it'd be funny, not funny. It'd be sad. It'd be funny to stumble upon
It's funny,
a car wreck and it's like the stereo still playing and it's just like.
Soothing
Somebody's very-
sounds of the
yeah.
jungle.
Yeah. That's the one I'm on right now. It's a good one.
So there's some like validity to having that like monotony
Yeah.
and like soothing sounds. I almost fell asleep watching the fish tank one. I was like,
they're
this
gonna
is just great.
I know,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It satisfies something in you where you're like, I don't need
It's the white. Most people have heard of Alexa, right? It's this little device, and you talk to it, and it plays music. It's really cool. You can also connect your phone to it through Bluetooth. It can play Spotify. Then some guy thought, I've got a really good idea. I'm going to combine the programming between the Alexa and a big mouth Billy Bass. This thing was like on fire for as seen on TV products. It was like, the like 2003 like Christmas special. Like everyone had one. It was like your Uncle Joe who lives out in like Akron area, which is like way out in the hunting grounds. Like he got one of these for Christmas.
Yeah.
So they combined them, and now your Alexa can talk through the Billy Big Mouth Bass. I think
it's amazing.
genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
Because honestly, who needs something like sleek and like the cylinder thing that kind of hides when you could have a bass that's just talking at you?
Thank you. Thank you. Finally, someone sees it my way. Finally.
Elliot, do you have an opinion
I
on
have
this? 'Cause
mixed feelings
Okay.
about this product. For starters, that is not the voice of Big Mouth Billy Bass, and I think if we all recall, he had a southern accent and a far more deeper tone than Alexa. I think it's wrong to rob him of that. That's who he is. That said, the idea of this is brilliant, and I'm ready for Big Mouth Billy Bass to make a big comeback in any way possible.
So what Netflix is, it's kind of the opposite of Netflix where, I don't do this, but apparently you can go on Netflix and watch multiple seasons of a show for hours on end without interruption. And
Heard of that.
before you know it, like a whole night's gone by and it's like, oh, I guess I was supposed to sleep, but hey, I gotta go to work. Now this is the counter to that, and this is something that actually encourages you to tune out and fall asleep by providing you with rather monotonous, quote-unquote, boring footage that you can kind of just lull yourself to sleep to, which I think is brilliant.
I have been waiting for this app.
Absolutely.
I have been waiting for this app. I have been manually creating my own Netflix for years, ever since they gave us multiple profiles. I've got a queue on one of my profiles. It's just movies that are boring enough to stop me from thinking about the heat death of the universe at night.
And the polar bears.
And the polar bears.
Polar bears.
But
And the
not,
babies.
Yeah, but not so exciting that I'm like, ooh, I wonder what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's 100 movies that are like X-Men 2.
Oh, come
I do something similar. I watch the same show I've watched a million times. I can quote you Futurama from like the first episode until the 10th
It's
season.
actually pretty impressive.
It's fantastic, but
I
it's
like
because I put it on every night to fall asleep to. So I actually checked out Netflix. Have you guys looked at it?
I did actually.
Okay, I love first of all the logo's green, just to establish the opposite.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at some of the content and I was like, this sounds really interesting. It had like Don Quixote and I was like, yeah, I would love to hear about
Pretty
this.
boring
It's
stuff.
8 hours of the most monotone guy reading
Yeah.
Don Quixote.
But
and
you
it's
know,
like-
there's gonna be that guy out there who's like, I don't get it. I find this fascinating.
Yeah.
I can't fall asleep.
I
As
thought
long as
that was
there's
gonna
that
be
one
me.
guy.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be me.
Yeah.
I
That
couldn't
guy collects
resist
World
it.
War II
I could
clips.
not.
Yes.
Yeah. I still. You know what it reminds me of? When you scroll through your Facebook feed, and it's all like viral videos now. So whatever you click on, you're usually expecting a payoff. And then you get to the end of the video and you're like, that was unsatisfying. And you find out it's just like your friend's dumb like day that like wasn't interesting at all.
Yeah.
That's Netflix all the time.
Netflix is just Facebook Live.
It's
It's just Facebook Live.
So why do we need?
But they charge for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, bad news. We've been hearing for years and years about how honeybees seem to be just disappearing, right? Well, now
And people have been taking a lot of action they've been caring.
Yeah.
People have been mobilized. They've been out on the streets. They're like, what are we going to do about the honeybees?
Exactly. This is a big
There's
deal.
riots right now in LA about the honeybees.
I think those are about the honeybees.
Absolutely. What else would they be here?
I have been in a hyperbaric chamber over the last week,
Oh.
but I'm guessing it's
You
honeybees.
too.
Yeah.
All right, smart asses. So actually, nobody's been doing anything until recently. I think it was the Environmental Protection Agency announced that 7 species in Hawaii are on the endangered species list, which actually kind of might be promoting a conversation. But more than that, they actually get funding now to protect the bees.
I'm glad action is being taken. I am saddened that this was the point we had to get to, and this was the specific action we had to take.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In a better world, we would have found a way to communicate this that would have made people more interested in it from go, and really would have made people take some sort of action beforehand.
Well, yeah, kind of like the environmental story, you know, it took bringing it to an urgency, to making it on the individual level of what we're contributing. Similar with the bees. People have been hearing for years, like, oh, you know, the bees are disappearing, the bees are disappearing. It's like, great, one less thing I have to swat off of my arm during a summer picnic. But what they fail to realize is that so much of our food supply depends on these pollinators.
About 3/4 of our
Exactly,
agriculture. Yeah.
that's a lot of freaking food. And I mean, that just has repercussions globally on so many levels.
I think it's tricky because in people's day-to-day lives, they don't see a lot of bees anyway.
Yeah.
So when you tell them there are less bees, it's like, are there? I don't know.
This is like when you tell me like a bald eagle's like an endangered species, maybe if I'm a hunter or something, I'll be like, oh, well, I can't shoot a bald eagle now. But
Yeah.
now
Shoots bald eagles.
with terrible people who are un-American, probably Canadians. So with the bees though, like the question is, how do I change my behavior now that they're endangered? What do I do differently? Right? Do you have?
So this design guy, Mike McMillan, he actually created a new word out generator. So if you can remember back to, you know, the old elementary school presentations with the wavy rainbow colors, and let's face it, we all put more effort into the titles of our presentations than the actual presentation itself because of word art.
That's the key to the A.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, impressive title, instant A. You don't have to do anything for
Scholarship
the rest
into
of the board.
college,
Yeah.
great title,
Your life
amazing
is
clip
set
art.
because of this font.
Put your
Absolutely.
spacing at 2.2.
Yeah.
Most of the time they don't check.
Yeah.
They'll
There you
never
go.
know.
Make the periods a little bit
Every
bigger too.
punctuation needs
Yeah,
to be a little bit
that's-
One of my
the
favorite things
secret.
about internet culture is really depressing messages put into word art or animated 3D GeoCities style GIFs. And so that's why I really like this, is because it makes that even more accessible. So when I make a happy 3D GIF that says something like "the proletariat will never control the means of production," I can put that out immediately to Twitter.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing you do will survive the heat death of the universe. Sparkles pink.
Yeah, really get your message
Bears are
across.
dying
Yeah.
as we speak.
Yeah.
Rainbow flowers.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. What I can't wait to use this for is I have so many designer friends who let me have it for all my font choices, you know, like they just won't shut up about Comic Sans or Papyrus, and I can't wait to ruin their days.
Oh,
Because I am sick of them, like, I know a sans serif font from a serif font. I'm like, these words mean nothing to me, and I
Right?
don't care.
Also,
Have some word
Papyrus
art.
is particularly relevant to you as a pan flute artist.
Yes, thank you. I mean, how else am I going? What am I going to print my flyers in
It
so
was
people
made
come to my show
for
in the,
you.
yeah, underneath the tree?
I think it's fun. This is just the latest in a long line of these tools that we've seen recently. There was the Stranger Things generator.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Same
They're the
guy.
same guy who made it.
Yeah. There was the 80s new wave generator.
Is that not the
Stranger
Triangle and
Things
like
thing?
No, this was more like a vaporwave kind of tumblery looking thing,
Okay.
which I also used to write like really depressing stuff.
Are you feeling okay? These polar bears have you really upset.
Everything has me really upset most of the time.
Except for this.
Which is why I like to put it into neon and trick everybody else into being as depressed as I am.
Oh, you're one of those.
I'm one of those. It's like, ha
Misery
ha.
loves company.
Like a
Okay.
sugar pill of sadness.
I
Like,
know.
Here are my true feelings. They're hidden in a gradient. Tee.
So what you combine two of your favorite things, babies and Avatar, and what do you get? Avatar babies, and guys, is it not the creepiest thing on the
Avatar
planet?
babies, they're blue and weird and cool.
Maybe he was thinking Smurfs and he just went off on like a
Smurf
tangent.
babies.
Smurf babies,
So,
I
I
guess.
get on it, Smurf.
Do we have clarification that that person who is playing with
Is now in jail,
that too,
or-
and created them?
Let's just assume. If we assume they've given us clarification that this is in truth a $2,000 doll that somebody's producing legally, or it actually doesn't matter.
If it didn't,
I'm not making
if
them,
it-
so I'm okay.
If it didn't have private parts, and let's say
Very detailed, private.
yeah, and let's
I mean-
say it was more catered to children, because what child wants to play with Avatar? Like, I don't know any that even saw it. Like, everyone who was a kid during Avatar is like now probably 17, if not 18 now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I just think it's weird if all the people who buy it are like older guys with like long ponytails and want to like mix their ponytail with the baby thing.
Yeah,
How they do an Avatar.
Somebody's gonna buy it, and Christmas is coming up, and you know they're gonna replace Baby Jesus with Baby Avatar, and they're just gonna be like, it's gonna be one of those things in Oklahoma. that gets
if we're
banned.
lucky, we'll get a new religion out of it. Okay, guys, I know you enjoyed Stranger Things, and if you remember, this same person, my guy Mike McMillan, he made the font generator, so you could write whatever you want with the Stranger Things
I
font.
remember that.
And now he's made another word art generator that gives you like 3D text, 90s text, basically just a good nostalgia bracket for us, because these millennials are taking over and I'm tired of it.
We
right?
need old stuff.
I need old
Microsoft.
stuff. I
Microsoft
need to hear the AOL. I need to hear that again. I need to see the Running Man not make it. And
The
then
Stranger Things thing was funny because my mom started sending me things like "call home." And it was zooming out, and I was like, you know what?
Right.
My mom is more tech savvy than I am. This is bad.
Yeah.
She's hip and she's calling. So, but the '90s reflection is great, because if you read about what this guy did, it's amazing the research he did into recreating these old school fonts. Because creating a font, I don't know about you guys, like when I was in college, I had a class where we had to make a font. It's not the easiest thing. Like there's
it's
rules.
super unique too.
There's font rules, and there's so many. So the fact that he went back and recreated these old school Microsoft fonts so that we could all use them, and remind anybody who's like 16 and younger what the world was like back with dial-up tones and stuff like that. Those are the good. I never heard that. I'm not that old. I don't know. I don't know what a modem sounds
I'm
like.
18.
Born in 2007.
I think Mike's an American hero. I really do. The only thing that's missing is Ski Free. If Ski Free comes back, do you guys remember Ski Free with the little monster that ate you?
Yes. If you went down too far, it would jump out from the bush.
Yeah. Mike, get on it, please. to a certain degree, you didn't play Ski Free.
I remember.
What was it on? Like
It was
a calculator?
No, it was on the computer, because I remember playing with the mouse.
You know what you reminded me of, but it's not that. There was, how they have the little clip art that comes out and talks to you when you're doing Microsoft. Yeah,
Clippy.
Okay, but do you remember that there was when I was younger, there was like a purple, what was he? Was it a cat or something? There was something that would come, it was a program that your parents got you, probably like some sort of antivirus, like kid protect software. But this cat, or it was either a cat or a hippopotamus, I can't remember.
Oh,
but it was purple.
It was a
you don't talk
hippo.
about?
It was a purple
Okay,
hippo.
there was a weird purple
This
hippo.
was either an acid flashback or I know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you, it was popular though. But I mean, like, I'm on the same playing field.
I kind of want to Google that.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
I miss these things.
I miss Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, yeah.
That was the greatest game ever made.
You know when a bunch of adults get like their kids a present or something at Christmas, and then the kid takes it out of the box and starts playing with the box, and you're like, "Oh, honey, look at it." We should have just got it a box.
Yeah.
And they sit there and sound so sophisticated. We have like After Effects, we have Photoshop, we have Avid, and we're like, "Oh my god, if I could just do some clip art right now, that would be so dope." Done.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Give it to
And
him.
so we're
appreciate
just
it.
like those kids.
Yeah, basically.
That's good.
Is it me, or did Carmen Sandiego not seem as like San Diego's not an exotic place? Why is she from there? Why isn't it like Carmen, like Guatemala? Like why?
It used to be.
Oh really?
It used to be exotic. How you doing, man?
I'm alright.
She's doing good. You got $2,000 hanging around?
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah. Did you like the movie Avatar?
Who did it?
3D. Cameron. Do you like babies?
Babies are cool.
Babies can, at times, be cool. How would you like to get an ultra-realistic Avatar Na'vi baby for $2,000? Think about it.
Please tell me more.
So, there's a guy, what's his name? I don't even know. I don't think anybody knows his name because he's ashamed of what he's done in the world. Who's created ultra-realistic, and I mean, to his credit, these are beautiful. I mean, they look real. They look like sleeping little Avatar babies that for $2,000 you can get one. They got the little tails. They're all striped. There's a video he's even squeezing their mouth, showing how realistic their silicone mouths are. But I don't know why he did it. I doubt it's licensed through, Cameron and crew, but it's there. So if you love Avatar and you really know that person who wants, you know, a little sleeping Avatar baby in their Christmas stocking, this is it.
Yeah, as someone with a lot of disposable income and is also barren, the idea of having just like a lifelike baby that I can just pay $2,000 for,
Done.
that's blue, sign me up. I am not at all creeped out by this thing.
Yeah.
For all of us that have fallen asleep watching something, this is for you. People that like to have the TV on and then just drift away to sweet slumber. Netflix is a wonderful site where you can just put on the sleepiest of programs and fall gently into the world of naps and sleep. Videos such as Panda Bears just playing, which like that would not make me fall
that
asleep.
actually wasn't.
I find that enthralling.
They're still working on it. Clearly, it's a learning experience. Because I agree with you. That was one of the first videos I saw, and I was like, actually, I could probably watch this.
Yeah, I could watch that.
Because you want to know what those little panda bears are gonna do.
I think that it may be a bunch of also like Ben Stein just reading instructions.
Yeah, there are good ones.
That-
Some do.
Yeah, so these are all the things that you would just drift away into the land of slumber while watching this and wasting your energy bill.
So, if you're able to nap, if any of you out there are able to nap, did you have time to nap? Because I'm jealous. I never have time to nap.
I don't know.
That's like
what
a
napping
dream.
is.
Adult napping.
Things are
is
always
like-
constantly going.
Ugh,
But
I'm
that's the
with you.
point, is that they're so going in your brain that if you're focusing on something like instructions being read to you or the phone book being read to you, that may lull you to sleep if you really focus on that.